Thank you, Mr. President. Me te atua I a timatanga ki whangamatanga o ngā mea katoa ki wanganui a ranganui e Papatua Nuku, ko aora ki te moana, ko te whira nui te awa, ko te tai rihua te moana, no mawhira aho, ko Teresa Thorp toku ingoa. Mr. President, fellow Rotarians, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Hi, I'm Teresa, and named after my mother, who arrived in Taipatini on a waka from Scotland. Her piano, a blutna, arrived much the same time, and it was dropped off a little bit south of Punakaiki on a rugged west coast beach, where she met a rugged west coast coal miner and had a rugged west coast daughter. Many of you may know of the west coast because of its gold, but others are more likely to have heard about the closure of our primary industries, mining disasters and poverty. I know the west coast in a different sense because of its towering kauri, stormy seas and burnt sienna silhouetting against Mount Cook's easy breeze. And I stand in gratitude to the west coast, without which I would not have been an export, and the people of Greymouth, without whom I would not be here today. In many ways, the West Coast determined my life by asking a single question: is there a difference between Frederick, Hayek, Margaret, Maggie, Thatcher, or John Maynard Keynes? So at a tender age, my search for an answer led me to cut my teeth in JCs, and a call to service therefore came naturally. First by managing the National Youth Speaks for New Zealand high school speech competitions, then by introducing Just Say No and Dare youth programs to New Zealand and beyond by working with JCs, principally those based in France, on advocating for the ratification of the 1989 United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child. We ratified the convention in 1993. We're still striving to implement it. As to my career, it went along two main parallel tracks, but with a multitude of side shoots. The first recognisable career track was in telecoms, traversing the Southern Alps as a teenager in a Drakaroo, trying to sort out transmission links within the New Zealand Post Office Engineers Division, and then marketing smartphone or spot services with the help of an infamous dog on a skateboard, which took me to work for Telecom's National Executive, and from there to corporate finance, competition policy, managing BT's global accounts from Tokyo, and managing regional CEOs as a Vice President and Worldwide General Manager of Unisys, and setting up Vodafone offices from the Middle East to outer Siberia. And then next came another side shoot, which firmed up a second career track, thinking there must be something more to life than an office suite overlooking the Thames, cocktail parties, Ascot, and the racetrack. I retired and went to Cullio in southern France. Because I was young, I liked the light, and I thought I could draw like Picasso. Unfortunately, insufficient sales ended my painting career early, and I returned to Paris, completed postgraduate studies in international law, and having taken the European diplomatic route as a CE, focused my NGO insight on human rights, trade and the environment. Living in Zanzibar's Sultanate and dressed every day in flying gowns and a turban, my work focused on regulating rice, hopefully that it would be fit for human consumption in Africa. That's SPS, sanitary and phytosanitary measures. And that was quite different to a nightlife in Roppongi, as was negotiating trade facilitation routes for antivirals on horseback up the back of the Ogavanga Delta in Botswana, or working with migrants and refugees in the Horn of Africa, or sitting in the United Nations General Assembly or the climate change conferences, the COPs, as a delegate member of small island developing states. In a similar way to my current work with Caritas Aotearoa, Catholic Bishops' Agency for Social Justice, I come to Rotary with the view to advance goodwill and peace and with high hopes of meeting people from a broad sphere of life. I look forward to contributing something from my former commercial and diplomatic life, as well as my present one. And I would like to take a moment to remember my brother, Peter, for making me believe that we can achieve anything. Te aroa, te aroha, te whakapono, me te rangi Māori e, tātou, tātou, ei.